Otaya omuwo mayenti manensha ubufu necho muse weyenyame. Good morning to you, Accra, and every listener across the country. Those watching us on Facebook, YouTube, across the globe, I say good morning to you from Accra, the center of the world. My name is HALIFAX ANSAH-ADDO. Welcome to my show, welcome to your show, and welcome to our show. This is Okay101.7 FM. You're listening to the best entertainment. Yeah. HALIFAX ni ANSAH-ADDO. Nepa papa Australia mepa. Before show them the DJ Toxic, the only DJ on no DNA or allergy mapayo, ni chiwa dia ni payo, no ni infefin you keleshika ake hemono chanlala. Started with Nigerian gospel singer Preye Ndedesa Ebezina. Then it came to the Ga boy, the superstar Perez Music Wablima Tessa. Then he's moved now to Show Them by Ewura Abena. It's a wet morning. It's a Mr. Boss Bia. Take it easy on your workers this morning. Someone named Sakra dear and so to not traffic are yes slow. Bia for Bia swap for Bia more BBS in the potholes on the roads and then more BB and then part of the roads becomes like River Jordan. Intimate part say work aye list ka krebia nyabutreman we headmaster teacher aye list student aye late nurse aye late nyabutreka kramano because swato bebia for bibia mu abie portal so nyina mu abie and the Nyabotreman. I myself was a victim this morning, vehicular traffic across Rukakra. And on that note to drivers, yes, Remo, pa, even the tortoise gets to its destination. I repeat, even the tortoise reaches its destination. Newaje gidigidijation hashing how bang more trains in your way, if you for cast speedy gidigidi bomoya book. Chat ne umanye. On that note, let me quickly remind you the need for you to dress the way you want to be addressed. As Perfect Man Kaftan says, I should tell you this morning. Perfect Man Kaftan in St. Philip says, I should remind you one more time that anything and everything you wear tells a story about you. So be deliberate. And then me rest to me who and me turn and then patrol. And send I was at Togas near that I near that one dear. Bayenche. What's our chef? Friend saying, Ahima, Enti.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Ubo Wambo Mecca. Enti. Se wunye ohini dia. And I won't tongue assassins with dia. Dia bekaswa. You get what I mean? They be me can't send the CSM to say. Sebi upia na jo yenum yenua ba mu omutonton mu hui so obi anketa signboard o ya shawo fu ye signboard ni o David me hu jancha na oketa call card mpoda. This is my complimentary card. I sell sex. David me hu da omo dressing ya na ye di hu omo nti de wa share na ye di obe share na wedding ye ebe na obe ko adwumai de obe share no assemble na ebe ka alpha wo hu dress well just the way you want to be addressed. And in the name of everything that is true, so far, I can recommend to you Perfect Man Kaftan if you are a man, because they have costume and everything menswear. From boxer shorts, to socks, to belts, to blazers, to singlets, to trousers, to shorts, to pants, corporate wear, smart casual, anything men's grooming in Porto, take them serious. Their prices are very, very affordable. I don't know how they do it. They go with quality, they go with style, and they go with affordability. Call them on 0244 147 0244 147 And my next one comes from White Stone Eye Clinic. My main son kai mu bium papa na ne nya na ofre adwuma ba na oyire mamia ba be sirano ba na ne yiri na ne yiri dware. Papa used to because na nya no ade asa. Oko dem na ne yiri mame dampa no so ofili so ne yiri. Me ma same way into woda. The esi akire na ha ye kwan ye into me nka wo big dream sir. It is a serious matter. Maybe you are trying to read. See the way you strain your eyes and push your Bible or your phone backwards. Me can wow phone, so we share phone so unless you decrease the illumination and the lights. Me can you are driving at night, the car at the opposite direction on their lights, not highlight or normal driving lights. Hey, na sema ba when ninye. On say when nimu kikao. On say adi in so free mo be mo aye call in so free mo ba. Pacho for Whitestone Eye Clinic. For Whitestone Eye Clinic, no more Shamama 0242 251 983 0242 251 983. We from Wadende, Bessie, or more ye bribia ye friend no, you know, comprehensive eye examination for just 590 cedis. Men pusanu baby, and yet a pusapusan a bet ma say a munye kokobium. Sometimes say papa be up ejuma.
OKFM 101.7.
Yeah, it's still Mecca metuaso. To say papa be up ejuma, all drew honum no omama no bribiye. See o share na nanya e kom filis onum we o nanim hano for Whitestone Eye Clinic for your comprehensive eye examination with just 590. You'll go through consultation, ocular examination, refraction, tonometry, visual field test, optical coherence tomography, color vision test, and any day account 0242 251 983. Whitestone Eye Clinic. My member will be 0242 251 983. And in case you just tuned in,
you are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host HALIFAX ANSAH-ADDO on Okay101.7 FM.
And I dedicate this one to you. Of the studio too, and welcome my senior man, my guest, a beautiful lawyer all the way from Accra here, and Texas. She's just climbing the steps. I bet nice to see Anama being a mic, but my opinion for your quab. And then show ye a year Oba Adele, Bema being funny son Canada. And no producer show ye the Osha Adele. I see on producer show you boom. Everyone's so bremu. Ye DJ Toxic. Papa no the nechiwa de ne payo no the obonyo because no mnyo ye de nyes obi amaneseka. Debi. Ono na oye CEO or Sound Pro. Omo bonyum brutal. Ejie corporate events, wedding, ECOWAS seminar, Afro Max Plus lunch. Obeboni nyina ono na omo friend say eye biase a okọ ball nyum no ye de na funu no sorry e be say na asem no work because we ahwe we aboka ya tua motor fee ya nua jollof ya ye poster ya high nkonua ya high canopy ya high fridge omo mbesu kra ya bo mo pa efunu na sorry because toxic abonyo ma nyum no ye de ono na o share Adele see am producer and show and talking about the o show bias ne the on show bias me so ma share papa see in fear bebre ya dwuma na ma yenke na krabin shira den yonyam nana benetai akwa me introduce ni wo share na see ye dwuma no kra wo mu ne se na see dwuma ye de papa Oyem Central ni penyin from the Ghanaian Chronicles and you said it's out for the Volta region when Volta and Oti was one. And I'm promoting no back as a national. I was a regional data by then I mean as a national data for the Ghanaian Chronicle. They like for poaching no almost starting news. So I paper the mechanism one assembly later. And no two quite because sharp brochures are obeyed see public. See how do you see? Pass a yen tro as a journalist there. Wako pension. He does consultancy on Ghanaian culture. Christo ni osum nyami o keno kure on kwembo mpenkwada nkwada. Okwa story wa Western Evangelical Ministry. Or your ordinary church goer or your worker in the vineyard of Christ. Or your mbeme ko penyin wana story. The Western Evangelical Ministry House of Opinion Senior Pastor Oladebo Adefarakane Dano. Mako penyin anti Rose. Yena down for pa. Neme ofria Dani Krubo. Mawakwaba.
Mejosu HALIFAX.
Baso boko die.
O boko. O intro no. O kanu de kakra na wasa ko say no. Na wasa
In fact, I
No,
didn't
what's
make
about
an
back to track?
enye. What's a me tree and you?
Yes, whether or not some kind here is true, everybody should be careful on the roads, including Okada riders and so. Or Mukrapu, the Mupentemchen driver for no. But apart from that, I think everything we are good to go.
Okay, that's fine. Then the man next to Nana Benete Akoku, your papa be a hono or sign check. I'm going to bet Tron in the counselor, everybody's counselor, the counselor's counselor, Reverend Doctor, Cassiston, Cyril, George, Casti, Lutrot, the Afro Max Plus man.
Thank
the
you.
man with the most popular phone number in this country. 0277-609-644. Counselor, Mwakwaba.
Major so be man abako there.
Nyame di acheye but apa ya da madaromansi yeti ase.
The Nyankopon ase and pay manage your energy no pa nyame shiraw.
Amen.
Na efutu ade amayan so yebetie se ensu ato bebia fo.
Portals mu ebie. Na say na kre.
Enti ejuma ye ni bia panyi bia nya abotre.
Na botre.
Se wo ka mba ejuma ntema.
Na
E portals na ebie no. Enti a
botre man. And esa look for me who be me wo mo gina bus stop. Wo mo twenka nso bu om. Yemi ya because imagine be musada. A kamakuma said, Jesus Christ, have mercy. Bless people, oh God, and deliver them from the ripple effects of poverty.
if you answer your bus system ni ye ka.
Oh, must I know there's a matter for
because your bus stop ni na ujina wan so bebo.
Adi, baby, say bus no ba na wotimi kra so bebo o bus, no bus.
Yeah. But three to be muda e go to abi a ticket na. Mate
What's the bus no
gra so rubber. Mate ni my rubber say you kata e was we dey. Actually.
What's the bus no gra so bebo?
And it's two things must sound to me see what new town. How? It's not the driver to be polite. Why want to me see?
Pressure one so. Oh han, nti want to me see enye force.
Ena ensi so do bia pesoko.
Dem won kama no tum boko na yenko.
Nyame boy esa na aka na enyenko but nyame adom. Bibi akoyi amaye.
I say opening remarks na we dey be you.
Oh, there be say me chia.
Oh, okay. Be my just so cause.
Me chia. Say bia boko there.
Nyame dey ache.
And you are looking very very handsome this morning.
Me da say nyame na dom.
Me chia brother keto so osoro ho.
Metriba no.
Kwame
chromatic. Yeah, I think it's about 22, 23 or no. Yeah.
What yeah?
22, 23, 23 by December 6th. No, by the 23.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then nyame ase say mo nyina mo yankwala ya mpanyifo yete ha. Nyame mbo ho ban. Enkomo ne dos ba ye nya bia open remarks. Ye betwen de o de ban.
Okay.
Na ye nyina ya discuss bi ne de afa futu.
Okay.
Ama.
Once I'm a lawyer and be the bebon komo kakra obana. And then the third panel member is so crazy. Safu ye will be a enche be about 10 months ago na party na wabem Mrs. Yado opposition. Who can fin ubeko yuko. Upe my minority for bet now from still ube de mama will barely be to be justified with two sureties. So because Safu is in the training. Now if you say wako pension and they tuntum buy. Sisi ya who says in a train no. So we sine trim ejuma sine tra. What? Sine ejuma no. We are consultants. When you chika chain, we are active investor into the latest movie as a consultant. Sextortion hits the the cinemas and the digital market sometime December this year. That has been his preoccupation since he came to position. General, as we call you, Mwakwaba.
Major so HALIFAX.
Boko dear.
Enya boko sa.
Oh, I dang.
Well, okay, December 5th for Sextortion. Film no, CAB release.
It is somewhere in December, mambo date.
Oh, yeah, December around 5th, yeah.
A day before that, Lumba's funeral. Lumba is 6th December, and so what do you know your FIFA?
Oh, okay.
Take a step better, I 6th December.
Oh, okay. Until 5th December.
5th.
And your Belanchini. We will invite special guests. When I say special, I mean special. And sana but digital platforms. Yes, digital platforms. So into Obia or Pebia Shano. Sebi in Prendia. Obia Obi a day in Pemwa grow. Wechow. No. This is a film you must watch. I implore ladies especially for some special reason to make it a point to watch this film. And especially mothers also to watch this film. It is for them. Yes, I.
Bemao.
Obao. Yeah, the tete. And same baby, sisi we musuemu Halifax. Yentimi nka. Ye kashe. Ebusuan bebre same si wo ma no makashe. Yes.
The film now we promote now so enye better sa no. Me can say assembly
because I'm still waiting for him to tell me what is wrong. It's not me
Why are you telling us the story?
Maybe I say what can't from there.
Because
the assembly train better no favor yes you.
Hey, enye better no hu adwuma na ye Halifax enye easy.
So Patrick, so we launch a film December 5th. Enye
better. Adwuma no enye easy.
But why do you feel say we can't try and say want to talk about sex or something? I wouldn't give you that time. Why do you use this rough tactics?
It's not a tactics.
And to be say next time assembly wo ho ampa enye better no. We can I'll treat you like the man who cried wolf over nothing.
Oh. But see we enye better Halifax.
Say we launch movie.
Yes.
Okay, the man launch.
Melanche.
The man launch.
Glamour Zone. This is Glamour Zone.
What is Glamour Zone? So Grace Afo?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. It's for you just to be careful.
Story.
Do you know that Brazil, was it 2006 or whatever it was? Obi. Anyway, Jiggy.
Yeah.
Studio why
Halifax.
Yes.
And it's say out it me bisa mami asem kakra.
Na mami kra me mana kwaba.
Okay.
I was just going to caution you.
Caution.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And instead of listening to the caution, you were talking to the CEO of Don Music and Entertainment Productions. So listen to the caution well.
With rapt attention.
Meticulous attention.
Okay.
As if your next breath depends on it.
Noted.
Admiring a lady and making verbal comments can land you in jail. Especially if this lady, she's a senior principal attorney of one of the most prestigious law firms in the world. An international law firm with branches in Accra, Ghana, and the United States of America. Notice is hereby served. Because on baby, you free buy, you know. You are beautiful can be sexual harassment. And ya you best na ya from na ya bam na ya miamia no how you say on say so no see glamour zone no glamour zone means stick tall and beautiful.
Yes.
Nya botro. I disassociate myself from your comments that she's glamour zone as a TikTok and beautiful. Yes.
Please.
Notice
can you please pause the recorder there? Move back and delete. Expunge from the records.
What you said?
What I said. Expunge from the records. That it has not been so that it cannot be tendered as evidence.
Well, you know you've been going to America quite often.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, and you have family there.
Yes.
You are seeing a woman who is on record, verifiable evidence, top 10 immigration lawyers, okay, in the United States of America. About when the
wow.
Currently, check a record now. Who now she's glamazon. DJ Toxic anachi ni nechiwa dia ye payo bonyom na memfama ye mame akwaba.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I can feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I can feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working.
That is a very interesting one there. Nti enche bia na yete se ye nua Ghana for mo wa manone America to be precise ebi mo anya sem ye see you know customs are stop ye be customs stop ye be mo aye hunyan. What exactly is happening there? A woman can say, oh, you are deported back home, you are cheba. Honestly, now saying who ebusia Oti America, you don't even know what to do. You don't know if the person is safe. You don't know if the person is not safe. I'm honored this morning to have right in my studio the woman herself, Elisa N. Kumade. Now with the account Esquire. She is a principal attorney at the law office of Elisa Kumade. And she's my guest this morning. Madam, welcome to my show.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You know, because I cautioned Safo, I didn't know how to say that you are looking good. But let's start from that angle even before I speak about the law firm and what you do. By way of education. Now let me go back a bit. Utichi kakra.
Me teach kakra, but me train na papa.
Oh, thank God I've seen somebody me teach you. I mean, just okay. What will make you feel comfortable? Just by way of.
Me tweet, Anna.
I'll see Otichi kakra.
Because you are legally as a default channel.
Said
no, I told you.
Said
me tweet.
You know my name. So just by way of education, what I was telling Socrates, at what point does complimenting a lady become sexual harassment?
In Ghana? Which jurisdiction are you talking about?
So let's start from the United States of America, your jurisdiction, where you come from.
So it's a very broad area. And there should be an intention behind your comments. So it's a whole package. You should have the look, you should have the intention, and you should make gestures that suggest what you are trying to accomplish. Just an innocent compliment and you walk away is fine. But you make a compliment, you wink, you try to touch the person's shoulder. All those gestures communicate an intention.
So let the lady flow.
An intention.
How do you establish intention? If you are beautiful, so can't I compliment and touch? Well, my hands are also complimenting, you know.
It depends on where you are touching. So the location matters a lot. If you are touching, giving me a handshake, that's just a greeting. Well, but if you are touching my shoulder and moving down or touching my back, that's different. So intention and location matters a lot.
Intention and location.
Yes.
Hey, mommy, where location? I mean, location of where I touch or where I say what I said.
No, the location of where you are touching, and true location of where you are saying what you are saying too.
Really?
If you are saying that by the roadside and just giving me a handshake, that's very innocent. But if you are in a room with me alone, in a small room, and you are saying that and touching my shoulder, that's also different.
Lawyer Elisa Kumade, you make me want to believe, say, I'm 100% sure, I bet you, no matter what you do, if the law really wants to grab you, it will grab you, just by what you say.
Well, if you have good lawyers like us, you won't get into trouble.
That's refreshing to hear. On that note, welcome one more time to my show.
Thank you so much.
The law office of Elisa Kumade, who are they?
So the law office of Elisa Kumade is a law firm established in the United States, Texas specifically, and we practice immigration, family law, civil litigation, and energy and natural resources. We are located in Ghana too, and we practice Ghana law. I'm actually licensed in Ghana in 2014.
Whoa.
I was called to the Ghana bar in 2014.
If my master's right, I'm 11 years ago.
Correct. So I'm over a decade old. And called to the bar in the United States also about a decade too.
So where do you make the money? Is it in Accra, Ghana, or in Texas, United States?
So that is a very complex question. When you say make the money, what do you mean?
Where you have higher paying clients, easy to win cases.
Both jurisdictions.
Really?
Correct.
One would have thought, they will pay more in Texas.
They are very financially sound clients here in Ghana as well. Once you want a professional job done and you want a lot of attention to detail and you want results, you'll pay for it.
You've come to my studio at the right time.
Great.
I mean, if the law office of Elisa Kumade, you specialize in immigration law, family law, oil and blah, 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 blah. Family law has become a bit of an issue in this country after the demise of the late Charles Kojo Daddy Lumba and matters arising. Immigration law has become a bit complex these days. We've qualified for the World Cup. I hope we get there to the finals. People want to go. They are not too sure. Yet he said Donald Trump. What do we do? Once in a while, Ghana Music Awards USA is being held. They send musicians there. You want to perform. You are not too sure. If I'm performing for free, I'm not even charging the man. Do I need work permit? Say 30 minutes. I just do dance on stage for 30 minutes to entertain. We have relations that then we hear in the news say, Trump is. It says what? People are chewing all the cats and the dogs, so he's deporting them and not deporting them. So you've just come at an opportune time. I don't know where to even squeeze some knowledge from you from. So, but let's start from the entertainment bit.
Yes.
So I'm a musician.
Okay.
I've been nominated for an award scheme to be held in America. The gentleman seems to love Atlanta. And then I want to honor the invite. I'll be there. And I also want to entertain my fans by way of performing music on stage. That is what I do for a living. Do I need anybody's permission to entertain a Ghanaian community anywhere in America for a paid event? I'm a musician. I have won an award. I want to do some 30 minutes of groove.
So yes, to answer your very last question, you've asked me several questions in one. But to answer the very last one, yes, you do need some kind of visa to travel. Now, in the very last question, I'll split it into two. You mentioned that the artist is traveling for an award and also to perform, right? So if the artist is traveling for only an award, you can travel with a visiting visa, which is a B1, B2 visa, because you're just going to participate and receive honor. So that's a B1, B2 visa. But if you are going to perform, you must have a contract with organizers or the agents in the United States. And if you are going to be giving compensation for your performance, you would need a different kind of visa for that, because that is considered work.
Really?
Yes.
So
if you are going to do both, then it will be better to just get the visa that will permit you to work and get paid.
So the B1, B2 just gives me the right to enter, receive my award, and go home.
So the B1, B2 is a visa. The visa only allows you to board the flight and get to the America port of entry. That's it. Visa is done. You can have a 5 years visa and get to the. I'll give an example. You leave Ghana, get to New York, right? You go through customs. Once you get in front of the customs officer, your visa is finished. The 5 years is useless. Now, the customs officer will determine how long you should stay in the US moving forward from there. So you can have a 5 years visa, and yet customs will say just stay for 2 weeks because you are coming for a 1 week program. So stay for 2 weeks or stay for 2 months or 6 months, even though you have a 5 years multiple entry visa. So visa only allows you to board a flight and get to the port of entry, and that's it. The visa ends.
So the entry and how long I stay is determined by
the customs officer,
based on
the information you give. So some people say they are traveling for a Ghana Music Awards show, and this is just a 1 night show. And then after, you want to tour around and shop a little bit. 2 weeks is perfect. Some officers will just give you 3 months. Some officers will be very generous and give you 6 months. So it depends on what you come to say. Or you're coming to visit your daughter who just gave birth. 6 months is perfect. So you see, different
Reasons why you
for
tell
coming
them.
in. Exactly.
Okay, so now let's go to the next category. I would want to participate and I would want to perform, not for commercial fee, but maybe a crown or be my TNT or my refreshment or something. Yes, I'll take some money, but not a salary or pay per se. But you know.
So how do you categorize that money? Is it income or is it a gift? What is it?
It will go under income because
So if
I
it's
did
an
something
income-
and then, yeah.
So if it's income, then you need a work visa. A visa that will allow you to work.
For one night.
Yes, even if it's 2 hours. 1 hour, 45 minutes.
Educate us on that. So how do I guess that? Because I mean, do I get it before I get to America? Do I get it and the organizers now look for it for me? How do I go about
That's
it?
a very good question. It is a bit complex, but it's doable. It's possible. I've done it several times. So many people have traveled with it and have come back successfully. So, if you are traveling just to receive an award or to watch a show, is a B1, B2 visitor's visa. But if you are traveling as an artist, there are various category of visas. There is a O visa, and then there is the P visa. Now, under the O visa, there's O1, O1A, O1B, different categories. And under the P visa, we have also different categories, P1, P2, P3. So depending on where you will fall in, for instance, very popular artists who have reached the top of their profession would go for O visas. Their support staff, makeup artists, producers, all the people that go along with them will get the-
Instrumentalists.
Exactly. We'll also get an O visa, but we'll get an O2 or O3 visa because they are support staff. Now, an entertainer that is going for a program but is going in a group will have to get a P visa. So we have a P1, P2, and P3. Family members of those who are accompanying them will also apply for a P visa too. So it depends on your particular situation, what you are going to do, and how you fall in. So everyone's situation is different.
How difficult is it to get this type of visas that would allow me to work temporarily?
So this particular visa is not the kind that you just apply straightforward at the embassy. You'll have to petition United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, in short USCIS. Apply for it. It's a petition. It's form I-129 petition. Petition for a worker. You submit the application with all necessary requirements. The petition gets approved, and then you can now apply to the US Embassy here for the visa. Now, the application must be submitted within the year of travel and not more than 45 days from the date of the event. So if you have an event in December, this is a good time to apply. You'll get the approval, send your application to the embassy and get a visa date, and go to the embassy and prove to the officer at the embassy what you are going for, what your role is, and why you will return. So you can do all this application, and if you are not able to defend yourself at the interview, you can still get denied. Because the essence is for you to return back to Ghana.
Sure.
So it's a process.
Is this something a layman can do on his own, or I need to be guided by a professional?
In my own opinion, I think you need to be guided by a professional. It's not just putting any kind of paperwork together. You have to have consultations done. The consultation paperwork alone has detailed requirements. And someone who does not have an experience in it or doesn't understand it or know what to do would not be able to put together adequate documentation, and most likely than not will get denied as a result of lack of documentation.
How do we reach the professionals that have the requisite know-how? Because these days, travel agents are all over in the internet where I can get you this. You open your Facebook, working permit within 24 hours, and they're making all sorts of claims, and then we get confused.
Yes,
How do
you
we
will
get?
confused because you are not sure, right?
Sure.
But if you should hire an attorney, I have license at stake. My license is at stake, right? If I should tell you I'll do something for you and I do not deliver, the possibility of me losing my license and losing my entire establishment is 100%, because you can easily find me anywhere on
Yep.
Google, everywhere. State Bar of Texas is easy to find me. Even here at the Makola, is Ghana Bar Association. It's very easy to find me. So if you have someone that has something to lose, you have much security. You know, this person will not deceive me. This person will do the job. And also you can check the person's track record, how long the person has been practicing, how many reviews on Google about this person, what kind of work has this person done, awards, what kind of awards the person has received. All these things will boost confidence in you, and then you can trust somebody to do it for you. Versus meeting someone on Facebook saying that, oh, I can do a visa for you, and the person doesn't even have an office, or the person doesn't even have anything to lose. When they take your money, they are gone. Where are you going to find them? I cannot vanish.
And you've been doing this for over a decade.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So the Black Stars qualified. And then when we scored the winning goal, the stadium roared, USA, here we come. And I was like, so is it about going to the USA or the Black Stars actually qualifying? My point is, a lot of Ghanaians are interested in going to the USA to go and watch this match. I mean, the Black Stars perform, play their matches there. For such people, what advice would you have for them? Where is the start point? What do we do?
So to begin with, I would congratulate the Black Stars for going through this process and qualifying. That's a good thing for Ghana. And those who are fans who would want to travel to participate can apply for a B1, B2 visitor's visa, because all they're doing is participating and touring. And a visiting visa is the best that one can ask for. Now, the downside to it is that interview dates for B1, B2 visiting visa goes far back. So it's my advice that if you would want to do that, you need to apply early. Interview dates are all the way in 2026 already. We're in October. Interview dates are all the way in 2026, February, March, thereabouts. So if you want to participate, and the World Cup is going to be in June 11th to June 19th. This is the time to submit applications. Get interview dates quickly scheduled, get all your documents together, and go to the embassy and prove yourself to the officer, the consular officer, and then you get your visa. Then you wait for the day to come and you fly.
Okay, so I'm a journalist. I have my B1, B2, 5 years. It's left with another 4 or 3 years to expire. But I want to go as a journalist. I want to take photos. I want to have interviews. I want to write reports and send back home. That will be defined as work.
Correct.
What do I do?
So you need to see me after the show.
That is where the professional comes in.
That's right. And there is a kind of visa I can help you to go through to apply for. And then you can do your job as a journalist when you travel and not just a spectator.
And there are many in that category, and that is where the challenge is.
It's not a challenge. It's a challenge in the eyes of
The
someone who
layman.
doesn't know how to go about it. But it's not a challenge at all. It's all paperwork.
Lawyer Kumade, then there are a whole lot of people who have zero idea how to go about it. Then a whole lot.
That's right.
Whole lot of people.
Yes, we're here to help. Definitely.
Where is your office in Accra?
My office is on the Spintex Road, right at the KFC junction.
Okay, yes, the other part of Spintex
Yes,
Road. Okay,
Spintex
okay.
Road. And then I'm not too good at direction.
That's Community 18 Junction, if I'm right. Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah. Beside the ICGC church, blah, blah.
It will be very easy to just Google the law office of Elisa Komadi on Google. It will come up, and then you can hit direction, and it will take you right to the office.
The law office of Elisa Kumade.
Correct.
Once I Google this, it gives me the address and everything.
Yes.
But you see, and then there is a fear. And this fear sometimes is not based on then put it's based more on perception than reality. Hey, I mean, come lawyer, I mean to me into you and a lawyer for the bravo for see obey. There is some phobia generally when we say we should go to a law firm and see an immigration expert, an immigration lawyer. They say your rates can, cost us an arm and a leg.
That's not always accurate. So, myself and my team, including my spouse, have decided to give back to the community. And so, we offer very free consultations over the phone. So, you can decide on which route you want to go. And once you decide on which route you want to go, then we can take you through what the fees are. If you're able to afford it, we'll help you to go through it. If not, we can guide you through it. So there is never a chance where you will say, I cannot afford to do the right thing, so I'm not going to see an attorney. I'm talking for myself. So once you call the office, you ask for an appointment, we'll give you one and educate you. Tell you what you need to do, how you have to go about it, and what the fees are. And then you can decide which route you want to take. We've worked with a lot of Ghanaians in the US and here in Ghana and help them with visas to travel several times. Some people have visas, some people have green cards, travel to the US, travel from US to Ghana, get stuck here because of health reasons. They are not able to travel back. We help them throughout all those processes. Those who have family members in the US who have been arrested by ICE, we go to court. I do defensive immigration as well. So immigration is affirmative and defensive. So I do both. So I go to immigration court and help people out. I go to the jails, the detention centers, and help people out too. There are a lot of Ghanaians that are in detention centers now as we speak. Some of them have good means to stay, some do not. But they just don't have the idea how to go about it. And so we help all those people as well.
That is interesting. In case you just tuned in, I have Okay101.7 FM, Jumadini, the best entertainment show. My guest here, the one and only Elisa in Komade, or a penyin, order the law office of Elisa Komade, I know. And it's been, and I call classroom and I know pay. It's not the usual drama and dance and what's that. But, young so, madam, what is happening in America? We sit here and read all manner of things in the news. Are our relatives in America safe?
Yes, definitely. It depends on what you are doing.
Why is Trump sacking some category of immigrants?
So, this is a very good question, very deep question, and we'll have to break it down.
Please do.
So the President of the United States of America is not sacking people. He is simply saying, in my own opinion, if you are not legitimately admitted into the United States and you do not have a reason for staying here, go back home.
Two things.
Correct.
You are not legitimately admitted into the United States, and you do not have a valid reason for staying here.
Yes.
Go back. My reason is to hustle. I need to, do papa's bread and butter.
You can do that in your country.
They will pay me in cedis.
Yes, that's your currency.
I want to be paid in dollars.
You just don't want it. You have to earn it.
How do I earn it?
So you go through the right process, file the right applications. If you don't qualify for those applications, you go home until you're qualified.
So your response is that Halifax, our people are safe if you have there legitimately have the right papers.
Yes.
And it's not as if anybody is just sacking people. It depends on where you find yourself. Like you are not here legitimately, and then you have no reason to stay here.
That's correct. I'll give you examples. Let me break it down.
Sure, please do.
You travel to the United States with a visiting visa, and you're given 6 months to stay, and you overstay your 6 months. You start accruing unlawful presence from the day your 6 months expires. At that point, you can be picked up at any time.
Because the 6 months has expired.
Correct, because you start accruing unlawful presence.
Okay,
And
that is one.
yes, you go to school, you get a student visa, you get into the US, you don't even attempt to go to the school at all. The school will report to USCIS that you did not show up and your visa will be terminated. You start accruing unlawful presence immediately. So you're unlawful. The reason for which you were admitted, you are not fulfilling it. So you're unlawful.
But my visa has not necessarily expired.
Like I mentioned earlier on, visa only allows you to get to the port of entry.
Yes, and they have allowed me to enter because I gave valid reasons why I'm coming here.
Correct. And you were given 6 months to stay, 2 months, whatever period you were given to stay. That's fine. Within that
yes.
period, you're okay.
Yes.
Once you wait for that to expire,
I changed my mind.
okay, if you change your mind, there's an application for change of status. There's an application to extend your stay. You can submit an application to extend the 6 months and get another 6 months. Or there's an application for you to change your visa from a visiting visa to any other category within the valid period. So you come as a visitor, you change your mind, you went to the school. Oh wow, this is a beautiful school. I have the money to pay for my fees. Why don't I just stay and go to school? That's perfect. Now the right thing to do is to submit an application to change your status from a visitor to a student. That's from a B1, B2 to a F visa for a student. Now people would not do that. They wouldn't even ask for advice and they'll sit until the 6 months expires. Once the 6 months expires, there's nothing you can do. You become illegal. You start accruing unlawful presence. And at that point, when Trump gets you, you are going home.
So, if there is anything that should be done, I should do it before my stay period expires.
That is the best thing to
But
do.
our relatives go there, and then they advise us, oh, Charlie, to me, Charlie, Bronx, be home, and then, you know, I visa expire,
So that's getting information from the wrong source. So you should seek information from the expert. You are sick, you have a headache, and your headache is pounding. Who do you go to? A doctor.
a doctor.
Now you have a legal issue. You do not have an idea what the US rules are. Who do you go to? A lawyer. And if you feel that there are law firms that are charging too much, the highest consultation fee I have seen will be about $300. The lowest I've seen is about $100. Find the one that is $100 and let the person give you an advice. There are some that are free. And then you can also find the free appointment. The free appointments are mostly over the phone and they are very short and brief. So if you want to go into details, put some money together. You're able to afford to buy a plane ticket. $100 should not kill you. Once you've stepped foot in the United States, $100 should not kill you. And get advice that's going to save you from that day moving forward. Most of our people, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. That's what's happening to us. They just don't seek advice. They don't ask questions. They only take information from the people they stay with. My uncle is in the US. He's been here 20 years. My uncle has sat on his table, this same chair, with this old computer and submitted applications for people and it has gone through. That's true. But now we're in 2025. Is it the same? Why would I listen to my uncle all the time? Why wouldn't I just take my uncle's advice as a sign of respect and seek a professional opinion? And then you'll be free. Most of our people have several ways to adjust their status, but for the sake of lack of knowledge.
Lawyer, well, maybe so it's belated. I didn't know it's happened already. I mean, I was given 6 months stay on the B1, B2 visa. I've been here for more than 6 months, let's say 10 months or a year and a half. I've been working and I'm being paid under the table. Now the immigration laws have been tightened, are being enforced. I can't really go out. What do I do?
There's a solution.
Which is?
There's always a solution to every problem. Every solution is individualized. So it depends on your particular or peculiar situations. There are applications that can be filed by parents, siblings, children. There are employment applications. If you have a fear to return to your country, there's applications for all of that too. And so you have to discuss your situation with an attorney, any immigration attorney, and tell the person your problem, and they will be able to carve out a solution for you. Sometimes you have one option, sometimes you have two options, and then you reason together and choose the best option that will favor you. There's always a solution to every problem except death. And even with death, some
There was
pastors are saying
resurrection
there are
someday.
solutions.
There's a resurrection. That is interesting. So then it boils down to the early answer you gave me. Approach a professional.
That's correct.
A lot of questions coming my way. I have 3 panel members who may also want to have a bite here and there. Do I go round? Do I continue? Because I'm still not. I have still not. Nana, why are you tapping your feet that way?
No, because the interview is very interesting. And
Yeah.
yeah,
She speaks very well.
very, very well.
But you know, I'm not asking her, I'm asking you. So she can't sue me.
Oh, yeah, she can't sue you.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, she's answering the questions.
Christabel went to America for 3 days. When she came, she couldn't say TikTok. TikTok.
Uh-huh.
This lady has been there practicing for over a decade, and she still speaks correctly. Nana, what do you think has not this? Why do you think her accent is still not there? In I mean, those
So I wouldn't. As somebody went there for 3 months, and she called the uncle who is a professor here, and they were talking. I was like, now uncle, kasabena who can She was asking the uncle who is a lecturer here. And I said, Jack was saying, you understand me?
I get it.
Like, we don't say water, we say water. You know, that kind of a thing. So yeah, when people get there sometimes, you know, but those of us who went there at a matured age, you know, we couldn't just, you know, get assimilated that easily. So.
Lawyer Elisa Kumade, you've been practicing in America for over a decade and counting.
About
A beautiful
decade. Yes.
track record. How come you've still maintained this accent and we don't see you slanging or slurring or talking like somebody, you know?
So it depends on where I am. I'm a proud Ghanaian, and I love my Ghanaian accent. So when I'm with my people, I speak like my people. And then when I'm amongst the foreigners, I try to mimic. But my husband always tells me that no matter what I do, I can never slang like them. But yeah, I try my best. Sometimes when I go to court and I'm going through cross-examination, and then I ask my questions in my accent, the judge will ask me, repeat yourself. What did you say? Huh? That's what they normally would do. And then I'll repeat myself slowly. And then they would understand me. Some judges are okay with how I speak. And I speak clearly. And so they'll try to understand me. So far, I haven't had any issues with any judge telling me that I will deny your case because I didn't hear you. No way, there's an appeal. So, and most of the documentation is in writing anyway. The argument is already written down and it's recorded.
Production just give me a little brief about you. How do you feel? Licensed, accomplished attorney, beautiful track record, proud Ghanaian, and a female for that matter, in an era where some still have perceptions that, female lawyer, so wait, a female lawyer will be intimidated. Let me go for a male lawyer. How do you feel having done this for over a decade and still climbing higher?
Well, I feel very proud of myself because of the supports that I have. I have a very unique support system. My husband is very supportive, Eric Kofi Kumadi, very supportive, extremely supportive. I have family members that are very supportive too. My brother, I have 2 brothers and a sister, my mother, my family, very 100% supportive. So I do not have any restrictions. So all of them push me towards a higher level. And so I don't have anything that will pull me back or restrict me as a female. There's several times where I've been in court with male attorneys and I've said the right thing, and one way or the other, my case will be pushed aside. I'll come home, I'll cry. I've had very terrible times. And then I'll receive encouragement from my family, my husband, encouraging me to move forward. If you feel you are right, appeal this case. Move it to a higher court. And then I move forward and I appeal it and I win.
Whoa.
So it's just the support stuff around me.
Your husband is a lawyer too?
He's not. He's a businessman.
Interesting. Anyway, General, listening to lawyer Elisa Komade, my understanding is that if you do things right, you wouldn't get into trouble. Why do you think people then wouldn't do things right? Who wants trouble? Why wouldn't just go through the process, contact a professional, get things done properly, get there, be safe? Me in part, it's you. That's when I'm driving, I see this customs people, then whatever. Why do you think people wouldn't do things right, Socrates?
In the first place, no, or can be or say, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Yeah. It's, ignorance. The first thing, ignorance.
Ignorance?
Ignorance.
Where people feel they can beat the system just by entering with a B1, B2 and they're running away and then working at the table for...
Yeah, because Martina Holland, na me experience bibi or market. Question K shop. Kingston. Nima maybe omudi nkombo. Na share the level of akosia and I see and they say and no tia say but me cry me ye outsider. Me tia say your omudi nkombo na any information almost share no. Halifax.
I don't get information. What was wrong with the information?
They were sharing information about regulation be a buying the day ba.
Okay.
Now the ignorance level of Nkomono.
They were misinforming themselves.
They were just misinforming themselves. From the point of no free say lack of knowledge, me said that is it, and it cuts across the whole world. Baby, a Ghana full share biano, more information.
Do you feel professionals like hey, have been laid back and they are not coming to say that hey, we are here for you. Come, let's talk. Let me advise you before you take this step. I don't charge the moon and the stars. Do you think a problem that they don't avail themselves?
Halifax.
Safo.
They are the biggest problem.
Tell me why they are the biggest problem.
Mako filling station, ewe bruchiri.
Your friend or gas station.
Gas station.
Whatever that means.
Oba epe endo yi ni card. Endo say I'm a lawyer. I am this. In case you have this problem, approach me.
The person did that to you.
To me.
Okay.
And me J card me dana say and me nene bon komo kakra bi. I don't need because na me ba fie.
Okay.
What am I say? Ye nuanum Ghana for especially those in the legal there is nothing wrong for them to organize forums, engagements, and now going to churches and talking to the people, educating them.
May I interject?
Yes, please.
I disagree with him.
It's a conversation.
I disagree because we do that a lot.
Oh, really?
The Ghanaians in Texas, where I am, we come together and we educate a lot. The problem is Ghanaians don't want to attend boring programs. So that's how they call it, boring programs.
Law.
They don't want to listen.
Oh, okay.
But they prefer new music, a new dance, a new fashion style, something entertaining. One of these Facebook TikTokers and Facebook
An
influencers and skits. Yes, they'll watch a skit. You'll scroll through your phone. You see an attorney educating they'll scroll and then they'll find likey and watch. So it's us, our attitude, Ghanaians, our attitude.
Okay.
So the fact that you haven't seen any of these programs
that doesn't mean it's not there.
Exactly.
They don't exist. Okay.
So
my last point.
Okay, it's just like the music industry. When they are doing any of this music hours, there's always a seminar to educate. Obianco.
Okay. Halifax, my last point.
And then your colleagues coming.
Okay, say law no ampa. But you see, as a filmmaker or somebody playing around the copyright corridors, there is always this Nigerian lawyers no more bagana. Or more by a program be my title here, waiting the law don't say. You see the title?
Point is
the attraction. Send your kind boring. No. Maybe, just maybe. It be a presentation style, and what you use to attract them. And so ebetimi ama omo aba. Say who infuse no kakra. In a way, it's also business. when you get the clients. In this forum we are all organizing. Would the be kakra infuse so not like some form of entertainment kakra be to attract
An enticer.
and yes, to bring them let me say ubeti menyon, because at the end of the day the bottom line is also business.
I would ignore what somebody just told me.
I'll say there.
You see, when it came to the law, she feels, look, if you have headache, see a doctor.
Yeah.
If you have a legal issue, see a licensed attorney. Where if you say if you want to organize an event to sensitize people, contract a licensed event organizer to entice them for you. But they go with the law, people like, oh, Article 1, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
You say Nigeria for now title no waiting the law don't see. Hey, yeah, Bibia, Ubeshe title.
Savo, how do we say it in Tree? Is it the dog that needs the bone or the bone that needs the dog?
Both.
Okay. Nene. And you know why I'm coming to you before Lutrot? I can't control Lutrot.
Normally, no. I came into contact with somebody in Chicago some time ago. I'm so who lawyer be. Or no who lawyer no na. Say lawyer no request. He say for we bra for birth certificate bra for say bra. Or the court not see any way me original we you know the lawyer was requesting the originals of every document, and after the bufu he got angry. He said, me what document I come here lawyer.
But the lawyer needs a document.
Hey, my papa was to charge me. I say, after they go the way back, say they be go and do divorce and go to this court. They go and do this and do this. I need the original. After they move, I say, me when you come here, lawyer, you know that kind of mentality. Yeah, so it's interesting. But back to Obisa, he asked something about the World Cup, for instance. Now it will be played in Mexico, Canada, and the US. Yeah. So which embassy do I go to? Because we don't know where.
Depends on where Ghana will be playing.
Hold on, let him answer.
So there are 16 cities that are going to be hosting.
Okay.
Canada has 2. I think 3. No, 2.
So as a
cities.
Ghanaian?
Toronto and Vancouver, I believe.
Okay.
And then Mexico has 3 cities. Mexico City and 2 others.
Okay.
Now, you have to decide which of them you want to attend, or if you want to attend all of it. The rest are going to be in the United States. Okay, so the rest are going to be in the United States.
Okay.
So you have to decide which of the games you want to watch. If you want to watch all 3, then we have to apply for visas to all 3.
Asemo.
Right. Mexico, they make you no free.
Okay. Okay, and finally, you said the visa. Your visa from Ghana ends at the point of entry.
That's correct.
Good. So you meet the customs officer.
Yes.
And he gives you something else. What do we call that one? Is that also a visa?
No, it's not. It's admission and departure record, and it's called a Form I-94.
So
Form
entry
I-94.
visa.
It's not a visa.
It's not entry visa like we call it.
No, it's a record.
Okay.
Entry and departure record. And you can Google it. It's a Form I-94.
Okay. Because we have been calling it.
And it's free. You can pull it up online. People just don't know.
Yeah,
so just Google Form I-94, and then the very first one that comes up, and then you can click on Get Most Recent I-94, and it will tell you the date you entered, your name, the visa type you entered with, which one you were admitted with, and when you have to leave.
Okay.
These days, they hardly stamp the passports.
That's correct.
So, yeah.
So this is good
so
information for those.
People are like, oh, my stamp here,
Yes. So they just go on Google and just type I-94, I-94. And then the official government website will come up, which will be, most of the time, is the first one. So you click on that, and then you choose Get Most Recent I-94. You do that after you cross the border.
Yeah.
Get home, give it a couple of hours. And then you put in your passport information, the passport you used to enter the US, your full name and date of birth, and it will pull it up.
Sure.
And then you know how long you have to stay. That's correct. Perfect. So you click on, not apply, don't click on apply I-94. You click on Get Most Recent I-94.
Okay. Counselor.
Yes, sir.
We end the show with you, Counselor Lutrot.
Yes, madam.
Our licensed attorney.
All right, so I want to ask this from our lawyer. And thank you once again. Welcome.
Thank you.
Halifax, life is full of being nice and being unnice.
And you spent 30 seconds of your limited time.
Yes. You know, when she entered, I didn't know I know her or she knows me. See how the world is.
You spent another 10 seconds.
Yes, to finish the 0 seconds. I was shocked, but it's okay. I wanted to ask, if you go to the US, you have a Canadian visa, and you travel to Canada, what happens to this I-95 date that you were given? I don't know if you understand.
No, repeat it.
So, this I-95, they gave you...
I-94.
I-94, sorry. I-94, maybe they gave you 3 months or 2 weeks. Then you have a visa.
Yes.
So you requested to go to Canada.
Yes.
And you travel to Canada. Also, when you get there, Canada too will give you another date, or they will use the old 94 date.
So Canada and US are different.
Okay.
They're not the same.
All right.
So if you fly from Ghana and you enter the United States, you're
Yes.
given 3 months to stay.
Yes.
And then you fly from the US into Canada, that I-94 is expired. It's cancelled because you've left. You've departed.
Okay.
When you get into Canada, Canada also give you their own, separately from the US.
Okay. So I was giving, for example, 2 weeks.
Okay.
And after the musical program, I left to do something in Canada for a church program.
Okay.
So it means that their 2 weeks is expired. Is
So
that
it depends on
US,
how long
the
you
US
stayed.
2 weeks is expired.
It depends on how long you stay. Did you stay for 2 weeks or less?
No. Right after the program, I left quickly to Canada to go and do a program.
That's it. It ends there. So when you are returning into the US, you have to go through customs again and seek another admission. Now the customs officer will now give you another 2 weeks or another 3 months.
So how do I know the one from Canada? How many days have been given to again?
So you'll have to check online.
So which the same website?
No, this is for US.
So the Canadian one. So you give us the Canadian one too.
That's correct.
Okay. So it means that the 3 months given or 2 weeks given in the US is not the same thing I'm using after I went to Canada. So
Yeah.
once I leave to Canada, the story ends.
You've exited the United States. You've departed.
Lutrot, there is even a more dramatic one. I was on transit to the Caribbean. I think I entered New York, and I was supposed to stay there for 8 hours at the airport. When I checked, it gave me 6 months. After 8 hours, I left to the Caribbean. So I spent 4 days there.
Okay.
When I was entering the US, it's a different ball game.
That's
They
That's
now
true.
started afresh and gave another 8 hours.
Yeah.
What is that? So yeah, very dramatic.
So
And then
that's
they counted that as entry.
That's correct.
Meanwhile, oh, we shall be fine.
So, in this kind of situation, for instance, you get to customs and then you provide your documentation and then they ask you to cross customs and go to the other side. That means you've been admitted.
Yes.
And then they call you back, ma'am, come, I need to check to see some few things, right? Sometimes they'll pick up your phone and check. Go through and see that when you came the previous time, you were working and you've been chatting with an employer saying that, oh, babysitting a jumano, then time na membra. So which means your intention is to work when you go. Yet you've been admitted as a visitor with a B1, B2 visa. Immediately you'll get deported. You can get deported at the airport. So deportation means that you've entered, you've been admitted, and you are being sent back. Same place, same area, just that you've crossed one part. So once you are leaving back and they're putting you on the next flight, it's a deportation versus you go to customs. You haven't crossed customs yet. And you tell them that I'm here with a student's visa. The officer asks you, when is your school starting? You said February. So why are you here early? Then you say, because I want to work and make some money before school starts. That is outright dismissal. They will cancel your visa and return you back home because you are not supposed to work. At that point, it's not a deportation.
My time is up.
Well,
so,
my last-
so
okay.
okay, then because
The
that's
last
when you
one.
were
So
waiting
my
your
last one
seconds.
is,
I told you your time.
Yeah, my last one is this process that lawyer says is not cumbersome. Is I don't know why we hear it's not cumbersome, but it's right. I said this P or the O we are doing for
The
artists.
question is,
Yes, is it that we are not getting the right people to help us? And in Ghana, how do we get the right people to help us whilst we are here? Because we understand there should be a collaboration between somebody here and somebody there. By your submission, it's just like once you have someone like your company is here, help us do it.
No.
Do we always need somebody there to help us do the application for a P or an O for an artist here?
Location at this point doesn't matter. I can sit here and do an application, or sit in the US and do an application. It depends on where you are submitting it. So with the O or P, you have to submit a petition, and the form is Form I-1229. I-129. Petition for alien worker. And that can be submitted to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, which address is in the US. So I can do it here and send it out, or I can do it in the US and mail it out. So it doesn't really, now with this global world and this current situation we have, location really doesn't matter for you. As I'm sitting here, I'm working. My office opens at 9 a.m. in Dallas, which is 2 p.m. here. And then I work. I do Zoom calls. I pick up calls. I have court hearing tomorrow, and I'll be there. I'll be on the WebEx for the court hearing. So location doesn't matter nowadays at all.
Okay. What
We'll
matters
do the
is
rest
that I'm
after
5 minutes
we are
into the news
offline.
time. Lawyer, what will be your final remarks you want to tell listeners before we say goodbye to you?
So I'll just encourage everybody to seek advice from a professional. There are several professionals that fees are very reasonable or do not charge a fee at all for a consultation. So for my firm in the US, we have free phone appointments. So you call, book an appointment, and I'll talk to you, or one of our other attorneys will talk to you, and then we'll talk to you for free. At least you get the information, and then you can decide on which route you want to go. If it's possible for you to do it by yourself, how do you want us to help you, to guide you through? Or if you want us to do it for you, we are ready to help you and walk you through the process to get it done. So it's just a phone call away. You just have to call and then ask questions, and that's how come we can help you.
How do we get to you, apart from running the Google search of the company's name, the Law Office of Elisa Kumade? Any phone numbers? Are you on social media or something?
Yes, so the Law Office of Elisa Kumade PLLC, and we're on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on TikTok. It's Kumade Law Firm, and the website www.ekdnet.law. www.ekdnet.law.
www.ekdnet.law.
Yes, that's the website. Yes, and then we have the TikTok is Law Office Kumade, and then Facebook is Kumade Law Office, Instagram is Kumade Law Office, and our phone numbers is 214. Well, if you are calling from the US, it's 214-997-1758. But if you're calling from Ghana, you can use WhatsApp, download the WhatsApp app, and then save the number +1 214-997-1758, and then you can call through WhatsApp, or you can also reach me on my Ghana number, which is 0598-932-447, 0598-932-447, and we'll be glad to help you. I'll talk to you for free, and then I can guide you through the process. And this is how we have decided to give back to the community.
Thank you very much, the one and only Elisa Kumade Esquire, senior lawyer, principal attorney, the Law Office of Elisa Kumade, a licensed practitioner both in Ghana and the US of A. Education, papa. Next time, let's do things right. My panel members were Nene Benete Akwaku, veteran journalist, Socrates Safel, veteran filmmaker, and then, of course, the one and only Councillor Lutrot.
Veteran musician.
Veteran filmmaker, Councillor Lutrot. A man who wears many hats.
Thank you.